Morning, everybody. It's the 2nd of September. We are Signal Centre Talking Ball. I'm Joe Neighbour, joined by Ian Coleman and Steve O'Hare. Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are we?
All good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Good.
Is it me that's come back and caused your microphone to go squeaky again, Joe? Was it all right
Has it?
last week? Was it? Only a little bit.
Oh,
Only a little bit.
Yeah.
whatever, chat. It's just about the settings, I think. If we've all got the same settings clicked, then it should be all right. If you go to settings, Ian, and then click on audio.
On the StreamYard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to disable audio processing and make sure that's ticked.
Oh, I've done that.
Then we should all be all right.
Okay.
We're all right now.
Let's hope so, anyway.
Yeah.
What's going on then, guys? What's caught your eye in the markets? What's happening? What's moving in? Who's got some charts to show us? Ian, you look poised with the dollar index.
Well, just, saying yesterday doesn't look like there's any stopping it, and then it turns around and goes in the other direction. We talked about this trend line support yesterday. This is a monthly trend line support around about 92, the figure, and it made a 91.75 low, and then it's had quite a really aggressive sort of turnaround. Sort of technical or fundamental reasons for it. I mean, our guy who does our morning report he's saying it's stronger manufacturing figures out of the US. I don't know if it is or not really, but I mean, we got this inverted hammer. It was a trend line support around about sort of 91.78, and then we've pushed higher this morning. And then late last night, I was looking at loads of different dollar pairs to see if we can get any symmetrical patterns on them. And I come up with this one basically on the dollar index. The weekly chart posted a demark correction 9, and then there was this 127.2% extension, literally pip perfect 91.76, and it basically hit that and then has gone skyrocket. Basically.
Parabolic.
Yeah, 94. The figure is the sort of the measured move target. That's 127.2% of the whole move, but obviously you could get some stalling round here, which is 93.45. So that pattern there, because we were talking patterns on Telegram group yesterday, is a butterfly. And basically what's happened to other currency pairs, so this is euro dollar, this was too disjointed to really call it a decent pattern. But if you go to this, or these charts really, all of them, monthly chart, everybody was talking about 120 the figure, and was euro dollar going to make it, and it got to 120.10. It's then hit this trend of lower highs on the monthly chart. If you go to the weekly chart, that was an AB equals CD corrective formation target, which was at 119.44, so we pushed past there, but sort of decent move lower this week, and we'll get an inverted hammer. I know it's a bit too early to tell, but this is the one that really caught my eye. It was this 261.8% extension level that we talked about again yesterday morning. We said, we pushed through it, but then we've made an inverted hammer and we've come lower. And this one is what is this one? There's so many different fucking ones. A butterfly. So the dollar index, euro dollar, and the other two that I can see it on are dollar Swiss. 224 and 127.2, which are the symmetrical pattern extension levels, and euro yen, but on a short-term basis. On euro yen, where's the chart? I think it's this one. So instead of being a long-term chart, it's a short-term. It's only an hourly chart, but you can see it's getting an aggressive push lower again this morning. So I think we've got a little bit of a flip in sentiment, but really only in the euro. And euro dollar, euro yen, and dollar Swiss. Looking at cable and dollar CAD and Aussie dollar, it's not as strong. So that's what I'm looking at today.
Nice, thanks for that, Ian. Nice explanation. Steve, have you got anything that you're looking at?
Yeah, obviously, like Ian said, we've had the dollar turnaround. I'm just wondering how long it will last. On the daily chart, both on cable and Eurodollar, we had these shooting star candles rejecting the quite significant high, the 120 level in the Eurodollar, and 134.75 in cable, and we're seeing this like pullback now. potential to form a bit of a head and shoulders formation, but I still think we've got to clear these support levels before we do. So I'm looking to buy dips in them today. FTSE, nice little. We had a nice little win in FTSE yesterday on the Talking Bull. Didn't quite trigger it on the intraday trade idea. We were looking to sell a rally, and the bearish channel that we're in at the moment, we poked our head through it, and it reversed quite quickly and managed to hold within the bearish channel. So, and we're having a nice spike higher in the last hour. We were looking to buy a dip this morning. It looks like we could have missed that. So apart from that, the only other thing I'm seeing is a bit of confusion coming from China. China suspends barley imports from Australia, the largest grain exporter. And the second headline is China's looming corn shortage fans food security unease. So they're banning imports from Australia, which obviously will raise bilateral tension there. But they've also got a food shortage. Where food inflation
is that called cutting your nose off to spite your face?
Food inflation has climbed to the highest in over a decade. Well done. I'm sure we could sort of get some children to go in and explain the process of supply and demand.
Basic economics, yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, dollar the main thing going, but I'm a bit sort of dubious as whether we're going to get the real follow through or not, because these markets just tend to be sort of like
fluffy,
chopping about. Yeah.
Yeah, really choppy. I mean, Australia was in the news overnight because it did outperform by 1.8%, and that was despite seeing Q2 growth of -7%, which confirmed that the country is now in recession for the first time in 30 years. And there was hope of the economic slump would drive another bout of stimulus, which was at the detriment to the Aussie dollar, which has come off a little bit, but the Aussie market, a really strong move, and we're seeing that follow through into other equities as well this morning. I think that's pretty much all of it from news-wise. Wasn't a lot out. Obviously, we've got non-farm payrolls out this week.
Yeah, so ADP today, isn't it?
ADP today, yeah.
9:40, I think the build expected.
Now let's gloat about gun to head.
Yes,
we get straight on that. I was looking in our Dropbox and I saw, what's this annotation? And it just said boom on it. So I stepped back when I saw that and I thought I'd give you gloating rights, boys.
Yeah, so yesterday we had our three trades. We had a short on the FTSE, a short on the DAX, and a short on dollar yen, and it worked out pretty nicely for us pretty quickly as well, didn't it, Steve? It was sort of all wrapped up by lunchtime, which you don't often see. I mean, obviously they're the best moves, are the ones that happen straight away. So we had 100 ticks on the FTSE, and Steve's aggressive tactics with his stop losses worked out nicely in this instance for our win. And I had a 215 tick win on the DAX for 3.58R. So overall, that was a really nice jump up in the profit and loss, and we needed it because it's really been sort of flatlining for the last month or so, which is fairly typical for that time of the year, I think. So hopefully that
we did say 1st of September, didn't we?
We did.
Out of the holiday season, all recharged. Let's have it.
Out the blocks quickly with that one.
Nice. Well, so, you better do it again today, then, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm struggling. I've been flicking through the charts while we've been speaking and haven't found much that's interested me. I don't know if you guys have got something ready. Ian normally has. I'm just going to chuck it over to Ian because he's always got something.
No, I don't. I fancy one of these, but not at the current levels. That's the trouble. I've done all my waffling for the morning, but I want to sell I want to sell higher up. So no, you can get the chart off me. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
Bitcoin.
Oh, that's a desperate attempt.
No, it's not. It's throwing that one in there. Let's have a look. Where's the chart? Here you go. This will do. Head and shoulders potential. So whopping great target. I'll come off the right shoulder. Hopefully, he says. That's the market. So left shoulder, 2,100. Head, nice spike up. Nice recovery. not even sure where the fib is on there. It looks 61.8, 78.6-ish. Yeah, in between. So I'm going to get short at 11775. Targeting the measured move target at 9810. And leave that stop in place. So 5.3R, sell in at the market 11775, stop at 12142, so above that swing high, targeting a measured move of 9810. Gives 5.3R.
Cool. Steve, you got anything?
I'm going to go cable. I'm looking to buy a dip on the intraday chart, but right at this moment in time, it's coming lower. So I'm looking to buy a dip a little bit further down. And I'm going to go quite aggressive on this one. Yeah, the stop at the previous 133.85. Getting short at 133.40. And looking for 132.50. I think we're looking to buy a dip at 132.75, but we'll still be in it if we get down there. So there's just a bit of a head and shoulders formation formed on here. Ideally, you'd sell a throwback around about 133.85, but we've got a gun to our head, so we're just going to do it at market.
Okay. I'm going to take a look at FTSE. I mean, I don't like anything really this morning, but the gun is pointing at my head. So we've got this bearish channel on the FTSE, which Steve mentioned earlier. Ideally, I'd like to sell it up at the upper end of that channel, which is around about 6,028 this morning. But we've had a pretty strong move off of these lows. I'm hoping that this level here, 59.75, is going to do a bit of a job as resistance. So going to sell it here. In line with where the trend is. I mean, that's too high as a stop, really. So let's go there. 55 ticks. Targeting a move back to that swing low that we saw yesterday at 58.25, let's say. 58.25. Selling now at 59.56 and a stop of 55 ticks. 6,011. 2.38R on that one.
Good luck.
Not a massive fan, but let's see what happens. News-wise, it's a bit thin on the ground, other than what we've already said, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot else going on.
Let's have an early finish.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Cool. Lovely.
Yeah. All right. So we'll catch you all tomorrow then.
Lovely. Cheers.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Cheers.